All right, stats. So here we go. Objective 3. Now we're going to talk about how you describe a relationship in a scatter plot, right? And there's going to be 4 things that you need to look at when you describe the relationship. First is the direction, right? So direction is, how is the line or relationship, could be a curve, how is it going? If it's positive, that means that as your x goes to the right, your y is getting up, is getting bigger. So it's going to look like this. That's positive. If it's negative, that means as your x is getting bigger, your y is actually going down. So that graph will look like this. So as x get bigger, your y goes down, and that has a negative slope, right? It's a negative. And then if your dots are just all over the place, that's a no association. Okay, there's no relationship. Your form can be linear or nonlinear. Again, for the nonlinear, you're going to look for curves like this. Might look like a curve. Okay, and then for strength, weak, moderate, or strong, it's again how far the points deviate from the form. This is kind of like your best estimate. I would say that moderate is the one that you use most often. If the points are all scattered, it's weak. If like you can draw a straight line through all of the points, it's strong. But I'm going to say that it's going to be moderate most of the time. And then outliers, of course, we know fall outside the pattern. And again, we're just estimating these outliers. I will say one thing. When you list the outliers, right, you need to list them in XY pairs, right? Because each point has 2 variables associated with it, an X variable, an explanatory, and a Y variable, the response. All right, so let's take a look at this question. It says, how big a diamond, how long a jump? Describe the relationship shown in the scatter plots. All right, so I'm going to try to I'll do the first set and then erase and do the second set. So let's do A first. So this is A. This is going to be the weights and price. So first thing is direction. So when you do direction, I want you to say positive, negative, or no relationship, and then I want you to describe it somehow using some words, right? So if I look at this, right, this is definitely a positive relationship. As the weight of your diamond increases, the price of your diamond increases. So this is a positive relationship. And again, I want you to say some sort of a sentence. So like, as weight increases, price increases. Just something basic like that to describe the relationship, okay? So as weight increases, price increases, and just use the labels here and here. Next is the form. So again, you can kind of draw a trend line or trend curve. I would suggest that this is the form. And if you look, that's not a straight line, that's a curve. So I would say this is a non-linear form. Then I need the strength. So again, this is really a tightly packed group of dots. It gets a little bit like loosey-goosey up here. So you could probably say strong or you could say moderate. I'm actually going to say strong for this one. Strong. And you're going to say because points do not deviate. So I'll spell that better. D-E-V-I-A-T-E. Deviate much from the form. So it's strong because the points do not deviate much from the form. And then my outliers, I'll put them up here just because I can't put it down there. I really don't see any outliers. So I would actually say none. Now, if you want to reach, I'd say maybe this is an outlier. So I'm going to label it like this. Your outlier is the point. And I don't know, I'd like you to use units. So I'm going to say 3.0 carats, comma, oh no, not 3.0. Sorry, not 3.0. What am I saying? It's like here. It's like 3.6. So 3.6 carats. And then over here, like I'll say like $210,000. $210,000. So again, I'm all about context, right? So that's a diamond that weighs 3.6 carats and $2,010 is the price. Goodness gracious. My wife would probably like that on her wedding ring, but I don't know if I can afford that on a teacher's salary. So I don't know. Maybe if someone likes my videos enough, they'll pay me money to produce my videos. Who knows? Okay, and now let's do the second one. So let me erase all this. Okay, so the second one here, now we're looking at B. So for B, let's do the direction. So now, obviously, as the dash time increases, your long jump distance decreases. So this is a negative. And again, just say as dash time increases, your long jump distance decreases. And again, remember, I think I mentioned this in another video I made, right? Track and field is weird because you would like a fast dash time, and a fast dash time is actually a smaller number, so it's kind of odd. So as dash time increases, long jump distance decreases. Okay, next is the form. Again, if you try to draw this trend line through it, I do think it's linear. And now I'll come up here for the strength. And now notice that these points do deviate somewhat from the line. So I'm going to say that this is moderate. So I'll say moderate because the points deviate, somewhat from the form. Somewhat from the form. This word is somewhat. Somewhat. Okay, and then outliers, again, I would suggest that there's really none, right? When we're looking for outliers like this, I'm looking for a point down here. That's an outlier. Or a point up here. That's an outlier, right? Okay, so obviously, most of these points are around. I mean, if I look, this is I think the farthest point from my trend line, but again, I'm not going to say that's an outlier. I'm just going to say it's just a point. All right, great. So there's objective 3. Good luck with your homework.